Okay, it says we're live. Hello. Um, I have you on a different camera mounting setup today. Also, apologies for yesterday, not yesterday. Wednesday, I forgot to mute myself on the other thing. I had popped it up to pop out the chat and failed to do so. Okay. Sorry. I miss one day of streaming and everything gets so whacked. Um, okay, so Wednesday I missed. The internet went out for several hours. Um, I feel like it was probably either the rain that we had got into a line somewhere and shorted out, or it probably was some sort of accident that happened because of hydroplaning and impacted something. I'm just glad the power didn't go out because that would have been cold. Um, but I did manage to get, I think, all of my Christmas wrapping and the presents from the elves wrapped. Mom and Dad still have to do some wrapping, so I may get commandeered into helping out with that as well. But my wrapping is done. Yay! Um, yeah. So that was on Wednesday. Okay, so I feel like today's setup is not, I may change this during the first sprint because I took you off of my handy dandy little tripod that I normally have the camera set up on because I got one of these doohickeys from Ollie's. I got it on sale, so yay. But it's not meant for like necessarily the webcam. It's meant for like an actual phone. So I had to kind of make do with my webcam sort of like in the vise. But I purchased it because I wanted to have something to where I could like manipulate where the camera is really looking. That way I could do some more of the bullet journal stuff because I don't love the color settings with my document camera. So I'm essentially like, I purchased this to see if it would work. And it has the light that comes with it. So I can actually turn on the light too. So the lighting's going to change in a second. So that's that's the orangey amber one. That's okay. So white light, bright, warm light, and mixed light. So this must be the mixed, and that's the white. Either way, with those with glasses, the reflection is there. But I purchased that to really kind of like do with the bullet journal stuff. So I just wanted to try it out. But if I'm like even tapping on my desk, you can like the camera moves a little bit. So I'm not sure that I'm really happy with that. Of course, I do have it like clamped to the monitor. So maybe if I clamp it to the table, it'd be a little less. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to experiment, but I may just go ahead and like take it off and put you back on the tripod for today because I feel like that's a little bit more stable. So yeah, but anyway, so there's that. Yeah, even just like resting my hands on the anyway, so I'll be very careful because I don't want anybody to get to like seasick or motion sick just from watching stuff. So Paget says, hey everybody, hello, welcome. Jillian, hello, good morning. Becca says, hello, hello. Rosalind says, hello, hello. Paget says, hey Jillian, hey Becca, hey Rosalind, yay for internet. Yes, it is dreadful when it fails you because we are so used to doing everything via the internet now. Paget says, oh, I see now the AI combo from the other day must have stemmed from the Canva text to image AI. If you're thinking of the right stream, you'll have to try it out. Well, so there's been different, I don't know exactly when the text to image AI thing for Canva popped up. It was before the whole Lensa thing broke out into like mass media stuff. So there is a text to AI or text to image AI thing on Canva. It is the free version of Canva. But there's been some extensive conversation about AI and artists and art and whether or not people give their permission to have their images mishmashed together with the generator or not, and all the different things. It's an extensive conversation about ethics and should you not. I made this month's thumbnails before those conversations broke, so I'm still contemplating. Padgett says you finally figured out how to properly do a countdown timer in Canva. Yay! For 1 minute instead of 30 seconds. Most of their options are like 10 seconds, 30 seconds, but there's a few minute ones. Yes. Generally, I make the background image in Canva, and then I use Davinci Resolve, which is a free software editing program, or not software, video editing program. And I do the time code and then reverse it to be a countdown. And so then I have to render it together as a single video. But I make the backgrounds in Canva. Nina says, hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome. Padgett says, yours ended up looking like if an image can be a stream of consciousness. Like you love Huckabee's, where he's imagining his happy place tree with Brad and his teacher, and then a chainsaw plus countdown. Yes, it's like a student art film. You should have the timer end with injustice. You could. You very much could. Cool Gamer, hello, welcome. Coffee Crate Connect, JL, hello. Perfect cozy writing day for you. I bet you're going to be editing. Excellent. How is everyone? I am good. I am feeling like I seriously, I started to clean my desk, and there are small sections of it that look better than it did. But I also feel like as a whole, it looks worse than it was. But yeah, so I have decluttered some things. Like I have this whole bag of pens and like fake Sharpies and real Sharpies and things that like I'm keeping the ones that I'm going to use, but the rest, these are going to donate to somewhere. I also have a bag of like washi tape that I decided I'm not as big of a fan of. But then I realized I'm going to need something to hold my paintings that I'm intending to do in 2023. So I may just keep those for like waste, like tape down the sides and edges type thing. So yeah, that's my mind. My mind is cluttered and chaotic. Padgett says, when your internet failed, I took the opportunity to try and figure out streaming and made a video no one should watch because it's just mumbling and failure. But now you know how. Yay! So thank you, Wi-Fi failures. Yes, sometimes it forces you to do something that you have been putting off. You haven't even started shopping. Oh, no. Jail says, you're working on your second book, 100 Creative Prompts for Selfies and Self-Portrait Photography. Ooh, nice. Padgett says, yay for wrapping done. Yes, that is worthy of all the celebrations. Yes, whatever your preferred celebratory substance. Yes. Charlie says, hey. Hello, Charlie. How are you? Shadow's Lair says, hey, working on a script for Vlogmas post. Excellent. Good. Padgett says, oh, that's cool, to JL. Catherine is going to be lurking while you eat lunch. Excellent. Padgett says, sorry, I didn't quite get the full name out. Yes. Megan is here. Good morning or afternoon or evening. Yes, happy time zone. Charlie says, we had a huge debate about AI on the stream last night. Okay, gotcha. Yes. Okay, and how artists don't understand how the programs work and how ethics don't play into it. Gotcha. Okay, I will have to go back and rewatch that and sort of like further understand some of the nuances and things, because it's a fascinating new realm. And I think that's what people are, it makes people uncomfortable in some ways, because people who used to do portraits, when the camera came out, they're like, it's not real art, it's cheating, you're stealing people's souls, all the other kind of fun stuff. And so I'm wondering if AI art is not the next thing. Yeah, but in some ways, how is AI different from, say, like using Procreate to make patterns for you instead of you doing it yourself, or having the Procreate or the programs helping you like adjust to a perfect circle. So it's kind of like it's a weird thing. But yes, I will definitely go back and watch it. So it was last night's, so Thursday night's stream for Charlie, and see what all the extra conversation was, because y'all are always fascinating and have really cool opinions. So thank you for the Davinci tip. You're welcome. That's what I use to edit my regular videos when I do them as well. Paget just typed out at cough and then didn't finish the rest. Nina says, I'm trying to make mood boards to have people vote on which one will be your NaNo's project. Ooh, nice. That should be fun. And so are you going to have people vote on your Instagram, or where can people find this poll? Because I would love to see your mood boards. Shadow's Lair says, Davinci won't work for me because it keeps being either unextractable or corrupted. Oh, alas, because Clip Champs is blah. Interesting. Well, I don't have the newest version of, I think I have like one version back. So I don't know if there's something in the download file for the newest Davinci that is not right. Padgett says, I wonder, to Charlie, if it will become popular enough to necessitate copyright, like how memes exploded and now that's a thing. Can you copyright memes? I don't think you can. Padgett says, aw, bummer, to Shadow's Lair. This sounds complicated. I predict struggles in your end, and you look forward to learning through grunts of frustration. Yes. Julie says, eating lunch, but then joining sprints to edit a reading vlog. Nice. Nice. Stacy says, hello. Charlie says to Padgett, AI art is not copyrightable because it is filtered, static, and has no agency in its correct construction. Ooh, interesting. I think I saw, was it Tor? I followed Tor on Instagram, and I think it was Tor that posted that, oh gosh, what's his name? Christopher Paolini. The guy who wrote, is it Paolini? The guy who wrote Aragon has a new series, and they created, apparently the cover that they commissioned may have been done with AI. They were like very cagey about, we did not know it could have been constructed with it. So, but yeah. But anyway, so they're going to go ahead and use it though. So they put out a statement of like, due to, production and publishing constraints, meaning that they had already sent it to the printer, I'm guessing. They're going to continue to use it. So, but I thought it was interesting that even the big publishing houses were having to get involved because of the furor. Padgett says, Stacy won't be here for long, but wanted to say hi. Excellent. Hello. Padgett says, well, that takes care of that. Good. Padgett says, that's the ticket. No agency in its construction. You've put it perfectly. Yes. Shadows Lair says, I'm very frustrated by how artists are reacting to the AI art. You use AI art as inspiration personally, but many artists were at first just complaining because AI is stealing our job. Gotcha. Charlie says, the problem with a lot of the AI everything debate is that AI uses images as a pass-fail test to see if it can make a thing. They aren't learning the way an artist would actually learn. Right. Yes, this is also, yeah. Heather says, hello. Hello. Shadows Lair says, then when some of it was trained on small business artists, I do get why some of them worry it will take away from their art, but honestly, your fans will buy. And it takes a long time to build a brand. And the thing with AI is that you cannot build a consistent style the way that you would with, say, a particular artist. Because I follow a couple artists, again, on Instagram, specifically for their style. Usually very cute ones. I'm not going to lie. Charlie says AI resolves a static set of random color and attempts to render something from the chaos. It is link a zoom and enhance for chaotic noise. It doesn't know or understand what it's doing. Yeah. Okay, so Nina's mood boards are going to be on Instagram because you just can't decide. I'm so indecisive, so I get you. You love all the projects too much. Yes. Yes, so it was Palini. Okay, yes, good. I'm glad my memory is not failing me at this point. Catherine says, okay, my friend, now that I have proved that I can't balance my lunch plate on my hands, oh no, and type with the other, I greet you properly. Hello, all, and may we be productive today. Yes. Padgett says, I can see how artists would be nervous, but Charlie hits the big point, the lack of agency. It's not like robots taking factory jobs where they do better with less mistakes. Half of good art is mistakes. This is also true. Heather checked, and you are also following Tor Books. Yes. I follow several publishers, but I can't remember which ones at the moment. Again, my brain. Okay. All right. So first card for today is the Spirit card, and it is the Pig Spirit. Use your mind wisely. So the Pig Spirit appears to remind you of the right use of intelligence, a gift we have that is meant to be used with love, compassion, and discernment. Intelligence means recognizing the value of intuition partnered with smarts and common sense, which leads to intelligent solutions. When the Pig Spirit appears, you are called to respect your analytical mind and use it for the highest good, recognizing that all facts must be considered even when they do not fit with what you already know. The Spirit blesses us with wisdom when we allow the Pig Spirit to nudge us into open-minded, thoughtful dialogues, whether with others or internally, as we mull over our ideas and what we have come to understand. You are intelligent and capable of clear-minded thinking, shaped by the wisdom that you have accumulated, and with intuition will tell you when you have more learning to do, because not all the facts are in. Now is a time that your decision-making powers are reliable, for you are in alignment with the pig's keen intelligence. So there is our pig with wings. Very cute. Very cute. Okay, so analytical mind, making decisions, using all the facts at hand to inform your decisions. And then we have the 7 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. So we have a very wandy. So the 7 of Wands is sort of like being defensive, guarding your territory, being very territorial. But also like you're very confident in like, this is mine. This is what I have built. No one else has the right to step on that. This is very, very much, it's kind of a weird combination of territorialness, but also confidence. Like, this is mine. You solidly know this is mine. There is no doubt in your brain that what you have built, what you have created, is yours and is deserving of your defensive reactions. Then we have the 10 of Wands, and it does have a beetle on it, 2 beetles, in fact. So I'm going to just give you the 3, 2, 1 countdown, okay? So 10 of Wands, which has beetles on it, is coming onto the screen in 3, 2, 1. Beetles on the screen. So the 10 of Wands is overwhelmed, burdened, struggling, but also near your goal. A single beetle carries the weight of 10 sticks upon itself. Small by comparison, it struggles to lift the weight. The 10 of Wands signals a situation where one has bit off more than they can chew. What was once a task undertaken willingly has now grown into a burden that is seemingly insurmountable. The difficulties and problems consistently pile on, and it seems as if the finish line is out of sight. Atop the sticks is another beetle, intent on riding along instead of offering any aid. It represents a time when the overwhelming responsibilities currently shouldered have been doled out unevenly. Fortunately, the depicted beetle is a Hercules beetle, so named after its ability to carry up to 100 times its own weight. The finish line is close, and an extra dose of stamina and willpower can finish the job. Okay, beetles disappearing in 3, 2, 1. Beetles no longer on the screen. We're out of focus again. So the 3 cards together, you have built something, but you may not have allocated your responsibilities and the tasks evenly. So you may have to do a little bit of analyzing, do a little bit of checking in with yourself and with others, and see just exactly where things can be evened out. You need to really examine your process, perhaps, and really kind of find a way that is sustainable going forward, and making those decisions to make it sustainable for yourself. That's kind of the read that I'm getting. Which is a really good reading to get sort of like at the end of this year and heading into next year and getting all of our ducks in a row for 2023. So yeah. Okay. Now that we have our cards, I'm going to put up the banner for the first sprinty sprint. Do we want to warm up sprint today, or do we want to go full on into the 25? What are you feeling? Warm up or 25? Either way, I'm going to be switching the camera mount during the first sprint. Okay, Becca says 25. So does Megan. All right. Let's get this set up. Present, share, Chrome tab, 25 minutes. Okay, everything looks good. All right, so 1, save your document, especially if you have already been working today. If not, now's a great time to pull up that document. Oh, I still did not put, let me do this real quick. For us stream hoppers and stream frogs, let me pop this and pin it. That is now in the chat for you. Okay. 2, make sure you have something to hydrate with, and cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. That was the first sprint. How did we do? I got 352 words plus a couple of couple of different things. Had to write down something in my long-term collections notebook that I've started. Anyway, I think small bits of progress. Not a huge amount, but small bits. Yeah. All right. How did you do? Did we get some things done? I'm trying my best to remember to put my pens back in the pen box, pen container. Also, I did switch back to my little tripod, so it's a little less wobbly now. So now if I tap the table, it's not as wonky. So hopefully that is good. Hopefully that won't make anybody sick anymore. Okay. See, Rachel came in and said, hello. Julie says, editing the video is going well, but it was an emotional book, so you're crying while you edit. You're crying while you were editing the portion while you were crying in the video. Yes. The inception. Cryception? Tearception? I don't know what you would call it. Becca is doing your filler filter crutch word search, part of editing right now, such as slag or slog. Yes. Have you found any new crutch words? Have you developed new ones, or are they just the same ones? I'm curious. Because I feel like mine sometimes changes. I have some that always stay the same. I'm always going to have those. The word that. I know I put in far too much. It's a word that I want to put in there. But sometimes I feel like I get stuck in a rut for a particular vocabulary word or something, and I want to use it over and over again. So pretty much the same ones, and pretty much is one of them. Oh no. Oh no. Oh goodness. All right. That makes sense. Okay, so we don't seem to be super chatty at the moment, so I'm going to go ahead and direct us back into another sprinty sprint. Just make sure that since we don't have a whole lot of time for or I'm not giving you a whole lot of time for breaks, that if you need one, please take one. Please get up and stretch if you need to. Please, make sure you have something to hydrate, something to snack on, etc., etc. I did make one of our Christmas snacks, sort of snacks. It's a spread. It's cream cheese and olive. So you just need if you want a large, if you're having a gathering and you want a large amount of the dip, you would have 2 to 3 blocks of cream cheese to a 10 to 13 ounce jar of green olives with pimentos. And so you drain the olives, and then you chop them up real small. We have one of those pull string cutters. Those work really well. So you soften the cream cheese to the point where you can fold in the chopped olives. And then you can eat it like that at room temperature, or if you chill it, the sort of brine taste from the olives gets a little bit more integrated into the cream cheese. And then we use usually Fritos, so it's really salty. It's a real salt treat. So if you are trying to combat all the sweets from holidays, cream cheese and olive dip is a great way to do it. Plus, it's Christmas colors. So yeah, so cream cheese, green olives with pimentos chopped up, folded up together, stick it in the fridge for like half an hour or so, then scoop some out on Frito and munch away. And it's very tasty. And yeah, you're welcome. If you like more olives, you can fold more olives in. If you like more cream cheese, you can do less olives type of thing. It's just kind of like you play around with whatever ratio you particularly like. But in general, it's nice. So Justin, even are the worst for you. Gotcha. Yeah. I don't know that I've ever really run a particular check on that particular thing. I've just always known that it's terrible with the word that in particular. Stacy says, I'm trying. Oh, so is another one. I use the word so, S-O, so much. Stacy says, you're trying to get ready to leave. Had to change your shirt. Oh no. Cream cheese and olive dip. Yeah, it's delicious. You can spread it on saltines or any other kind of cracker if you want. But it's delicious. We just usually use Fritos because that's what my dad likes. JL says, don't even feel like taking a break. The rain has you in such a good flow, but you suppose you should get up and move your body a little. You'll go make the bed and stretch a bit before you come back. Good idea. Paget says, absolutely the same in terms of vocabulary rut. You love One Look Thesaurus because it tells you all kinds of alternatives like modern, old-fashioned, shortest, most and least common, most lyrical, etc. Oh, I'll have to check that out. JL says, also, if anybody would like, I can drop one of the prompts from my book in the chat. As a reminder, the prompts are about ways to take creative selfies and or self-portraits. Becca says, okay, I'm really craving the cream cheese and olive dip. Yes, please do make it. Please do. It's delicious. Paige says, alternatives often show you that what you really mean is XYZ, which isn't even listed. Gotcha. You're also thinking about toast with fried egg on top? Yes. Lovely. Megan just noticed Eeyore in the back. Yes, Eeyore is back there and currently has the sort of like flower crown headband just resting on his shoulders. Heather says, ended up talking to the hubby and doing random kitchen stuff, then made coffee and plans for the rest of the workday. And Shadows there is now editing the script. Pedge says, yes, please do to JL. You love prompts. And yes, it's like yes, manning your mouth, where you just say yes to everything that comes your way, as long as it doesn't directly lead to bankruptcy or prison. I mean, you know. Stacy took a shower, so your other shirt was hair damp. Gotcha. Charlie's alternate channel, Creations Path. You finished the new episode of Project Shadow about whether or not Wednesday Addams from the Netflix show is ace or aro. I haven't fully seen. I've just seen like clips here and there. It looks amazing, but this would be an interesting one. Charlie says, I finished the new episode of Project Shadow about. Okay. Oh, so you had to switch your accounts. Gotcha. Okay. That no screams, falls to the knees, weeps. I cringe at the word when not necessary. Yeah, the word that. Yes. I have a really bad habit. Heather says, that reminds me, I need to finish reading that excerpt. Yes. Hedge says, okay, I'll drop one in a few minutes when we do the yes. Yes. You read the time wrong, missed so much. It's okay. We will still sprint. Although it is funny because when I say, okay, y'all don't seem to be chatting much, we'll do another sprint. And then y'all get chatty. Hedge says, oh yeah, I have repeat offenders. Oh my God, I cannot stop. I have to do a find and replace after every draft and rethink all of them. True. Stacy says, I will need to watch the episode of yours that you really like Wednesday. The character, yes. Paige says, hey, Diane. Hello. Diane said afternoon to everybody. I was also I watched a clip of I watched a clip of a pair of Koreans reacting to the idea of Wednesday, the character, and sort of like clips from the show, and they were wondering why the name was Wednesday, and like my brain was like, because Wednesday's child is full of woe, and I was like, oh, that's why her name is Wednesday. Like I hadn't it was like it finally clicked. Hello. But yeah. Charlie says, Stacy, here's the link. Excellent. And then hellos, and you'll save it to watch when you get home. Excellent. Okay. So I'm going to stop talking and actually get to the second sprinty sprint. Okay. Did I share it? No, I didn't. Present, share. All right, here we go. 1, save your document. Make sure you save all the progress. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is we're hydrating with today. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure if you need a break, take one. Here we go, 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. StreamYard sort of blinked at me and told me that the internet was a little wobbly. So take that as your reminder to save. Make sure you have a recent-ish backup of whatever it is that you are working on. Okay. Don't forget that the second sprint was the self-promo sprint. So if you did not do your self-promo, please remember to do so. I also need to do my self-promo. So here we are. If you feel the need for a tarot journal, one to keep all of your daily, or maybe not as consistent as daily, but all of your lovely tarot journalings and reflections, I have a paperback and hardback of this daily single card draw that looks like this. So you can record all of your initial reactions, themes that you are finding, and connections that you are finding. So I have a paperback and hardback of that version, and then I have a paperback and hardback of the 3-card journal. Both of these have 365 days, and all of them are undated so that you can fill in the date and time when you take your reading. So the 3-card comes in the Blue Galaxy and in red as a paperback option. And then the single card comes in the Sunrise Galaxy in paperback and hardback. And there is, of course, the double-page large print journal that is 100 readings. So you can find all of those at my Amazon. And here's the link for that. Oh, no. Okay. All right. I think one of my mods was able to approve Diane's. Yes. Okay. Excellent. Good. Okay. So let me scroll up and see if I can find the first self-promo. Okay, so here is a link to Charlie's, which one is this? The podcast on Wednesday, the character Wednesday. Okay, let's see. Laura is here and just recorded an interview for the podcast, Twisted Tendrils, Horrific Writing Advice, with a dark fantasy writer over your lunch break. Excellent. So hopefully we will hear that soon. Heather says, happy holidays. You're currently running a sale on all of your editing related services now through the 31st, 25% off of all services, including line editing, copy editing, proofreading, sensitivity reading. And you also have an Etsy store where everything is also 25% off until Christmas. You can be contacted by DM on most social media on the link tree, and here is that. Stacy headed out. Excellent. Good. And you packed Caro's Tarot in case you have time to read it. Excellent. Rachel and Margaret are doing an interview on Margaret's channel. A Southern Gal Goes Dragon Shifter Romance. And so here is the stream over on Margaret Pennard's channel, 5 p.m. today. Paget headed out. Okay, and so JL is posting a prompt from the book that you're editing at the moment. And this prompt is still in the editing phase, but here we go. Convey a message to your future self. Take a photo that conveys a message to your future self. This is a great way to show yourself that you are committed to growth and achieving what you desire. The message can be simple or profound. Play music that helps you think into the mood and message. This can help you embody the sentiment that you are expressing. Before you begin, journal about what message you want to express. Is there one of hope, self-love, of reaching a certain goal? What colors, clothes, props, locations, and items would help you achieve this? Which pose or poses would make sense for your message? Do you want to use symbolism, such as holding a set of keys, which would represent owning your own home, getting a new car, or opening a business? Do you want to incorporate candles to represent finding your way through the dark, or through a dark time, or write your future self a letter or message on a poster board and pose with it? What feels most aligned with this assignment? For bonus points, plan how to ensure the best of your to the best of your ability that you'll deliver on the promise to yourself. Your future self is counting on and believing in you. That's the entire prompt. Okay, excellent. Becca also says, after 3 days of word searches, you're finally done. Now to your final line edit pass before you send it to the editor. You are absolutely getting there ahead of Christmas time even, which is nice because that'll give you a bit of a break. Charlie says, if you want to follow my writing, my podcasts, and everything I do, check out my Substack. And here is projectshadow.com, where you can find the Substack link. Here's my Tarot Journal Amazon link. Leslie says, I am struggling with this chapter as well as this book. You cringed the whole time while writing this chapter. Are you cringing because of the actions? Are you cringing because of the dialogue? Are you cringing because your characters are acting out of character? Ask yourself why in particular this chapter. Why is it making you cringe? Is it too cliche? Is it like what exactly can you pinpoint what it is that's making you cringe? And is it a situation where like you're cringing because you're embarrassed because the characters are going through something embarrassing? Because if that's the case, then maybe you've done it correctly, because there are a lot of like, I don't know why I react like this, but like, okay, so it's unrealistic so far. Okay, so you need to then further pinpoint, why does it seem unrealistic? Does it seem like your characters suddenly became sort of out of step with the, like, have they suddenly become the ideal? And there was no gradual build up to the character that they have become? Is that why it feels unreal? Or are the events surrounding your characters unreal? You kind of need to sort of narrow down and really pinpoint what it is that's bothering you, if you want to be able to either clean it up or change it. The events seem unrealistic or out of nowhere. So if they are seeming like they're out of nowhere, then perhaps you need to go back and add some foreshadowing, add some hints that something is going to be coming, and hints that are going to be pointed towards like these particular events unfolding. If the events just seem unrealistic, do you need to go back and add descriptions? Or is there a problem with like the physics of how things are unfolding? See, these are the kinds of things that I have to ask myself. Like when I get into a scene where like something doesn't seem right, I just have to start asking myself like a crap ton of questions about why is it not working? Is it not working because of this? Is it not working because of that? Is it but the unrealistic events that are happening around your characters, if these are events that need to happen for your plot, then you need to go back and add some foreshadowing, I would say. If these are events that seem unrealistic because they would not work within your world building, then perhaps you need to adjust the events themselves. Yeah, that's kind of like, if it's the physics of things, then you need to work out how those actual physics are going to work. If it's that you need to add foreshadowing, you need to go back and do that. If it's that the events themselves don't fit the world building, then you need to alter the events themselves. That would be kind of be like where I would tell you to look next. I'm going to get off my teacher soapbox. Apologies. Okay, it does come with line pages for journaling with each prompt. Okay. So the reason I asked this other question of like, do you repeat your question at the bottom, is because sometimes when you have a long explanation or a long sort of like journal about all these things, people tend to lose focus. And so you may need to have something to like bring them back to the prompt, if that makes sense. But you did say that you were editing for wordiness. So perhaps by the time that you clean it up the way to get it to the way you want it to, then it won't be as much of an issue. So that would just be sort of like, Shadow's Lair says, you finished your script and recorded the video. Yay! Super, you're rejoining the chat. Excellent. Diane has a new art channel, Diane Dobson Art. Excellent. Okay, so you have the writing channel and the art channel now. Nice. Okay. Megan says, do you want to check out my Substack? This week's post is about contemporary feminist music. Nice. And Megan says, my other links are here at the link tree. Megan_McCarthy. Heather says, you're hosting a couple of panels on the Neurodivergent Publishing Conference during the week of February 17th through the 19th. This is a brand new conference and by and for neurodivergent people. And here is Neurodivergent Publishing Conference .13centsshort.com. Julie says, still here, just deep into this video editing, so you're quiet. It's fair enough. Okay, text to talk. Yeah, the autocorrect is, issues. You use it to save time, but you don't know why, since you end up having to go back and explain yourself due to endless typos. Yeah. Okay. Jen says, it's frustrating. You use it on your watch occasionally and talk really slow to hopefully make it work. Yes. Actually, Substack is your website now. Oh, interesting. You moved everything, including the domain name, over. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Okay, this is weird. Okay. Jen says, Substack works as a website? ? You just checked and you're finally in there. If I could use it for everything, why not? Indeed. Laura says, eating butter, chicken, and rice. Yum. Yes, you can create pages, posts, discussion threads, podcasts, all in one place. You've moved one of your podcasts over to Substack and closed the old site down. Jen says, I'll have to play around with it. All right, let's do, I know it's 2:45. I'm going to sign us up for another 25. That's going to take us over the top of the hour, but it will get us a third full-sized sprint. So if you have to go at the top of the hour, just remember to say bye in the chat. All right, here we go. 1, save your document. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is we're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that was that. I forgot to report, I got like 600-ish, just over 600 words the previous sprint, and then I got another almost 600 this time, which is nice. Yeah, that's what I got. Several people had to pop off a little early, but Diane is doing a Mac update. Oh no. Charlie is going to be streaming on Creations Path channel tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. And this evening, they'll be discussing how to re-enchant the winter solstice, favorite lore, traditions, food, and other goodies on the topic, including the 12 days of turning, which start on the solstice through to the new year, which is probably what developed into the 12 days of Christmas, but I could be wrong. Laura says, listening to the cue music for Pirates of the Caribbean right now, you can almost smell the water. And then Laura says, wait, I have an oil to diffuse that smells like it. And so the diffuser is filled and now on. Time to get the Minnie Mouse ears out. And okay, we're now in the happy place. Yay! Excellent. I did have to go also put on fuzzy feet and a hoodie, nice warm hoodie, because the temperature has started falling. Sorry, y'all. Temperature has started falling and I am getting cold. So JL headed out early, on time. On time, really. Shadowslayer also headed out. And I'm going to post the link for Michael's stream, which starts in about 2 minutes. So you have time to pop that open and head over there, as well as do a quick bio break and stand up and stretch, etc. Oh no, Jen says Substack hates me, or my internet does and makes everything hate me. That also, yes, that's a mood for sure. Okay, y'all. Again, thank you very much for joining me. I will be back on Sunday, 2 to 5. And yeah, so I'm going to head out now because I need to do a little bit with the crock pot for our dinner tonight, add some things and all that kind of fun stuff. Yeah, so I will see y'all soon. Don't forget to save, and see y'all in the chat this weekend. All right, bye y'all.